Let me get this straight before I get into this video. I've not been consistent with video uploads. Got some things going on, and I really didn't want to upload any videos until I know that I'm gonna be consistent. But I had to break the rule because I can't take it anymore. I have to make this video. So unfortunately, consistent uploads are not gonna be here yet. But this video, I had to make it. So I don't know when I'm gonna upload again after this. However, let's get into it. Bench press technique. Okay. Now, there are loads of things to talk about. In my opinion, bench press is, for me, there's no doubt about it. It's the most technical lift out of the big three, definitely, and even including other things like shoulder press and, rows and stuff like that. I think bench press is the most difficult to get the technique right. So that's why most people don't get the technique right. That's just a fact of the matter. But I want to talk about something specific, and that is elbow. Your elbow, where your elbow is. Now you're probably gonna say, oh, you're probably thinking, oh, elbows flaring. We already know that. I know you know that, but the fact of the matter is that people, even when they think they're not flaring their elbows, they end up flaring them, including myself sometimes. Like, the difference with me and some other people who really work on a technique, because I have OCD when it comes to form. I'm obsessive and I'm proud of it, because you should be obsessive when it comes to your form. Like, about my squats, I was squatting, box squatting, over 2 plates. Let's just say that, okay? And now you know what I'm box squatting? A plate and a half. And I'm going to cut down again, because I am not going to advance if my technique is not on. Because I kept going up in weight, but my technique was not right. I don't care. I'll take a year. I don't care to get to that 315, 3 plate by 5 squat, three plates for 5 reps squat. I'll take a year. I don't care. I'm going to get my technique right. So back to the bench press. What most people do when that they don't realize is they'll come down, right? They'll come down with the bench. Their elbows are nice and tucked, okay? But because the weight is too hard for them, okay? They go like this, they push up. Excuse me. When they go up, right, their elbows do this. And the more they go up, the more the elbows flare, because the bench is not the most difficult right here. It's the most difficult sort of in the middle-ish, and then the lockout is, and then basically that, the first few inches of the lockout and the first few inches at the bottom are the easiest. The middle is the hardest, okay? So that's what they'll do. They'll go like this, okay? They got nice elbows in, they come down, and then they go like this. And they try and get it up by flaying the elbows. Listen, let me make this clear, okay? And Eric Spoto says this, everyone says this. Mark Bell, everyone who knows about bench says this. Your wrist should always be over your elbow. 100% over your elbow. So, if you're doing close grip, you're doing this close, then your elbows need to be in line, i.e. they need to be very inwards. If you're doing wide grip, which I don't recommend, but it's up to you. You do wide grip, your elbows, when you get to the bottom of the bench, and when you push up, the elbow needs to be directly under the wrist, needs to be a straight line. So your wrist and your whole forearm should be against gravity, should be completely vertical, okay? And if you watch my last video, 85 kilos for 7 reps, you'll see at the last rep, I actually did what I'm saying you shouldn't do right now. And that's because it was very hard, and I was kind of, I was like, I have to get this on camera. So I panicked a bit, and that's what people do. They panic and then they mess up form. I went like this a bit. Like, I pushed up and then I started to go out. My elbow started to go up. If you look really closely, look at the first 5 reps, maybe the 6th one, and then look at the 7th one. You see the difference. I pushed it this way and then up, because that's easier. What I was supposed to do is push it in a sort of like this, like my chest. The bar hits my chest and then it goes. But what I did is, because that's easier, takes less stress off your triceps, puts more stress on your shoulders. It's gonna snap you up in the future, and I'm not gonna mention any names because I'm not into drama and stuff like that. But a lot of people on YouTube, people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, people who like, are looked up to as well, like, gurus, and they're good. Even they flare their elbows. And one of them in particular, I mean, he does it all the time, man. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a heavy bench with him not doing it. You'll be very surprised. If I was to say the name, you'd be like, what, him? Like, he's amazing. Like, he knows so much about training and stuff like that. No, man. He does that. And a lot of people do it and they don't realize. I realize, particularly, because obviously as I said, I'm obsessive with my form, but also because I have a bad shoulder. If I do this flaring stuff, I feel it. I feel it a lot. So I really had to address this, man, because it's so annoying. People they're like, dude, yeah, you can do close grip bench press, and then they do this, and then their elbows are here. No, you don't do that. You take it lower and you put it on your abs. That's what I'm telling you. Some guy commented in my video before. He said your bench form is rubbish. What are you doing? You're putting the bar on your stomach. I'm like, yeah, because I'm doing close grip bench. If you're doing close grip bench, it is literally impossible to put the bar on your chest, to put it high up without internally rotating the shoulders and flaring the elbows out. It's literally impossible. Try it. Unless you got some like insane, like unless you're a midget, you have T-Rex arms, like literally arms that long, it's impossible. That's why I bring the bar to top abs. Now, if I was to do a wide grip, yeah, maybe I could bring it to the top of to the chest, not top of my chest. No, it should never be the top of your chest, unless you're doing really lightweight, you're an advanced lifter. But it should never be for you novices out there. Okay, and I'm a novice as well. So, point clear. The bar, your wrist should be directly above your elbow. I hope that's understood. Any of this stuff, I don't care if you're doing this. It really gets to me. It's like they're doing this, but the elbows are out here. No, if you look at this. Is this right? It's wrong. The elbows should be in line. In line. This, you see that should be straight like this, not like this. Should be like this. Well, I actually can't do that. It should be down here. If you're doing close grip. If you're doing wide, then you can bring it here. You see what I'm saying? This is good. Close grip, wide grip. Close grip, wide grip. But not this stuff. Not this. I hope you guys are understanding. Anyway, it just really annoys me because a lot of people don't even realize they're doing it. And it's like, it will mess your shoulders up and it's very inefficient and you're not going to grow your triceps and your chest like you could be growing them. So, that's that.